So my name is Rachel and today I want to show you my bookish bucket list slash priority reads, because they're not all books that really deserve to be on a bucket list, but they are basically the books that I want to read over the next few years. So this is by no means what I want to read in 2018. However, I wanted to make a list of a few books that I was super excited to read in the future, and basically I want to read 5 of these books in 2018 so that I'm making sure I'm reading the books that are at the top of my priority list, because as I said in a video a while ago, which I will link down below, I just feel like I'm not getting to the reads that are my priority at the moment, and I'm not really sure why, and it is definitely something that I want to change in 2018. So I'm not going to be telling you anything about these books because this is a long list. But I'm just going to show you them today, and then yeah, I'll be reading 5 of these at least in 2018. And also the reason I am against a blank wall is just because a lot of these books I don't have with me. I own all of them. I didn't put any books on this list that I didn't own because I just wanted to make sure I could pick any of them. And then yeah, this space is for the ones that are in England and I don't have physically on me at the moment. So I'm going to start with my priority reads that are fiction. So we have Morning Star by Pierce Brown, Tipping the Velvet by Sarah Waters, The Remains of the Day by Kazu Ishiguro, The Power by Naomi Alderman, The Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry, The Gunslinger by Stephen King, Carol by Patricia Highsmith, The Post-Birthday World by Lionel Shriver, Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami, The Trouble with Goats and Sheep by Joanna Cannon, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin, The Good People by Hannah Kent, and The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. So they are all the priority reads that I have for fiction. For classic literature, we have The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte, Emma by Jane Austen, Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, Persuasion by Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, Lady Susan by Jane Austen, finally The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton, Heidi by Joanna Spyri, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, Samson Agonistes by John Milton, Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte, Othello by William Shakespeare, Titus Andronicus by William Shakespeare, and A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Then we have modern classics. So the first one is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, The Beautiful and the Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald, 1984 by George Orwell, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote, We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, East of Eden by John Steinbeck, Tortilla Flat by John Steinbeck, Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, and then The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Then I also decided to include some rereads. So the first one is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, The Shining by Stephen King, Red Rising by Pierce Brown, Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, Hard Times by Charles Dickens, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, Grief is a Thing with Feathers by Max Porter, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. And then lastly we have my non-fiction picks, which I think I have all of here in Switzerland. So we have In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, The Penguin Lessons by Tom Mitchell, Corruption, What Everyone Needs to Know by Ray Fisher and Miriam A. Golden, The Establishment and How They Get Away with It by Owen Jones, I Am Malala by Malala Yousaf, Zen and the Art of Writing by Ray Bradbury, Optimism Over Despair by Noam Chomsky, Fat is a Feminist Issue by Susie Orbach, The Beauty Myth, How Images of Beauty Are Used Against Women by Naomi Wolf. Everyday Sexism by Laura Bates. Girls and Sex by Peggy Orenstein. Bodies by Susie Orbach. Belonging, The Story of the Jews from 1492 to 1900 by Simon Sharma. The Bookshop Book by Jen Campbell. Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow by Yuval Noah Harari. A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. And It Can't Happen Here by Sinclair Lewis. They are all the books on my Bookish bucket list / priority reading list. Again, I am by no means going to read all of these in 2018. Absolutely 100% not going to. However, I will be picking at least 5 from these and reading them because I just want to kind of get the reads that I really want to get in. So yes, thank you very much for watching and I will see you in my next video.